No matter what I do, no matter how I talk, no matter how I dress, no matter how pleasant I am black first, and that's how I will always be and seen as. And the way how reality and the way how the world is today, this is me being protective of my kids. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's John from Jiggsillustrations. Now this is more of a serious vlog. This is a very touchy subject. It's about interracial relationship. A lot of people go into relationships for all the wrong reasons. Some do go in it for the right reasons. And when even if you go in it for the right reasons, some people will always find fault. When it comes to the idea of dating someone who is not of the same race as you, there's a lot of things that goes towards it. There could be negatives and there could be positives of it. The way how some people might react, and you know, it's a lot of things that you go through. So let me just pause this video right here. It seems that the word is the most dominant word in my vocabulary on this video. So this is probably number 3. Keep listening. I've heard people from other islands and, different places, not just islands, but different places, guys complaining about, I can't find, the girls down here are good and I can't deal with these type of girls, man. All they want to do is use you. That's why you can go to Canada or go North or go to America or go to England or go wherever. And, I can go and find a white girl and go and marry she and get my papers and all that stuff. And you see that saying? I don't like that. You can't blame every black woman for being the way, for your experience. Your experience is your experience. You can't take on a whole set of women just because you hook up with the wrong chicks. That's all it is. You hook up with the wrong chicks and now you feeling the pinch and you want to run away from it. But then at the same time, when you're labeling all the women the same way, and that's not fair. I can tell you something right now.
Tell them, brother.
There's the type of women that you got distaste for of your race. You can find them in any other race in the world.
The truth.
I tell you right now, don't think that you can find something different. People might be culturally different.
Preach it, brother.
But I can tell you something. Some women made from the same cloth. The color of the cloth might look different, but the texture of the cloth might be the same. You get what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, I saw something where there was this Caucasian chick, and she was basically saying, oh, that's why we love y'all black men, and that's how this come, because when they don't treat them right, and that's how this come, and we take care of them. And you see that? Oh, that is bait.
Hold up. Let me pause this video, because this is where it was getting really passionate. And I think I dropped a couple of F-bombs in between. So instead of showing that clip, let me talk what I was going to say. So I was going to say, years ago, I saw this video with Caucasian lady, and she's talking about how, black women don't know how to treat the men right, and that's the way they're leaving them for white women, and how white women is treating them way better, and, and so forth. The Bible, because there's many viral videos of this same nonsense going on. So all I was trying to say is, please don't fall for these type of women. Don't fall for these videos. These videos is to make you guys lash out. And then in case you're lashing out, you actually start lashing out at all the black men that get into interracial relationships. It's not fair. It's not really fair, to be honest. Not all men leave, or not all men married into a different race because of that situation that this woman was pointing out. Everybody got different reasons. And some of the reasons are just out of love, just liking someone. Not that they see one woman of another race being weaker and they're too strong-minded and stuff like that. And you guys don't fall for it, because then you start talking about, the men can't handle the black women because they can't deal with a strong black woman. And that's not the case, That's not always the case. I will be honest and say there's some black men that can handle a strong black woman. That's the truth. But in many cases, this is not the case. It is the case of the man, things didn't work out. He moved on. He met a woman. The woman happened to be of another race. They connect, fall in love, and they got married. And that's, in many cases, it happens like that. So don't fall for it and then get all wild up and then you start lash out and say some really crazy stuff. And then, then they will always want to show, look, you see how they react, you see how they behave. That's why the man leaving them, because they don't know how to sustain and behave themselves. They gotta start getting on bad and, and start commenting in some vulgar manner and, they ain't got the discipline. You know how it go. I don't even have to go anymore along with this, but this is the reason why I urge you not to get caught up with the nonsense that some of these women be spewing out of their mouth. You know what I mean? It is called verbal diarrhea. All that stuff need to go into the toilet. But anyways, let me continue with the video and keep watching.
Not all black men marry white women for the reasons that these women portray. Make it look like if you women don't, black women don't take care of their own. Black women do take care of their own. It's up to the men themselves. Who then choose to deal with. Relationships come under challenges as well. As I said, you might live in a community where, people look at you in a different way because you as a black man, and if your wife Caucasian, if your wife Filipino or Latino or whatever, people can look at you like, what going on there? You know what I mean? Did he marry she for his papers? Hey, I can tell you now, nobody, from what I explained in the immigration vlog, nobody can go through all that hassle giving out all the personal information just because, just to get married to some dude that they don't really like.
So let me just pause it right here. So if you didn't watch my immigration vlog, what I said is basically, if you are seeking your residency under the spouse and common law category, what happens is you, the person that is trying to get your residency, have to reveal everything about your background. You're going to have your police check, you're going to have your education, the finances, a lot of stuff, and your background is going to get checked, and you have to give it up. You have to reveal it. As well as for the person who's already a citizen or a resident, they also have to give a lot of their information as well. The thing is about the person who is sponsoring is that you have to reveal, your tax returns. You have to reveal if you're on disability, if you're on welfare. You have to reveal if you were in a previous marriage, how many kids you have, your kid's name, where you work. You have to actually, even sometimes there's points where you have to hand in a letter from the place that you work, just to prove that you actually are working. There's a lot of intensive things that they do checks on if you are the person trying to sponsor this person. So what I am explaining here is basically you're not going to do all of this stuff and try to marry someone who you have no connection with at all. You don't have any love for them. You just want to get the papers. And then still, there's another point where you have to basically be responsible for a numerous amount of years as well. That's going to fall under you. So anything that happens to that person, you are the person responsible for them. So yeah, so that's my point. You're not going to go through all this stuff and not like the person. Some people might take that risk, but you're not going to go through all of this stuff just to get papers. Hell no. I wouldn't, would you?
The things that you have to put up with is like when you have interracial kids. I can tell you, my kid's interracial, and I am so protective.
Like a bodyguard.
I always look to see what people are saying, or like something happened. I'm always watching. Your amp up to the max. Society isn't nice. And there's a lot of things that you gotta look out for. So I always look out for, as their dad, for my kids, as a black man. And I will always be a black man. No matter what I do, no matter how I talk, no matter how I dress, no matter how pleasant I am black first. And that's how I will always be and seen as.
That's the truth.
The way how reality and the way how the world is today, this is me being protective of my kids because I know how things could be. Don't take your own personal experience and label everybody as the same. That's like, you can do it. I'm going to use this as an example when it comes to race. If I met one person that, one racist person, and I have, to be honest, I'm not going to label every single person a racist. I'm going to just label that one person to be ignorant. I'm not going to take it out on everybody else just because I come up with one ignorant person. You might get 2 ignorant or 3, but no matter the number, you can't label everybody the same way because everyone is not the same. People say, why can't you not see past, color and stuff? Love everyone the same. Unfortunately, everyone's not like that, and everyone is not sweet and loving, and everyone see color, and not everyone look past color. I can tell you that. So we got to be honest here.
That's
but
the truth.
If 2 people love each other and value each other and have a connection to each other, why not let them be? Well, that's it for now, guys. I had to get that off my chest for a while. Thanks for viewing. And put in comment, what do you feel? How do you feel about interracial relationships? Is there anything there that I made sense about? I'm looking forward to your comments. I keep saying all the time, but I look forward to your comments. Keep watching Jiggsillustrations. I'm going to bring you some more stuff. See, I say so many times I can go counter on that that I put at the end of this video. So keep watching Jiggsillustrations. Stay tuned, and I will be bringing some more music reviews as soon as possible. All right, guys? Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Shh.
Where's Marmar's ears? Where's Marmar?
Say what, boys?